You may be asking yourself how I got into this situation. In this video I intend to show you. That's me, the furry guy with the hat and glasses and all black. But this wasn't my first run-in with Kevin Smith. So perhaps I should start from the beginning. I've been a fan of yours since 1999 when you protested Dogma.
How'd you hear about it?
I heard about it on the news, online, and so there was video. And I remember this was back in the day when it was dial-up. So it took 5 hours and it was all pixelated. But it was that news report, and it was hilarious. And then it made me want to see the movie and made me a fan.
Fucking A, man. I did that not even be like, this would be good publicity, but I was like, I just got to find out what these people are about. So I infiltrated them and shit. But yeah, it was weird, man. It's so wild that you saw it online. Yeah. To wait that long to download that clip with the that's commitment. I thank you for that.
That's how I discovered Smith. Then there were the years when I was trying to promote mine and Rick Fox's show that we co-hosted. These times at San Diego Comic-Con from 2009 to 2011 were the first times I met him.
That's not my pen.
Okay, Kevin, I just want to ask you if you have any beer money.
I don't, man. I have no cash on me whatsoever. I was so terrified that somebody was going to ask me for $1 today. So all I have are credit cards. My wife has all the money.
Oh, damn.
Sorry about that.
No beer money, huh?
I'm hoping to make it a cop out.
No beer money this time? No beer money this time? Take care, Kevin.
Thanks, man.
I hear him crying in the bathroom, in the kitchen, and everything. Oh, thank you. So, my question is this. Is there a way you can get him a fleshlight?
There absolutely is. I do feel a bit bad and whatnot. I owe him at least a fleshlight, and I should have a conversation with his girlfriend, man.
Since those years, those fond memories of both his movies and these positive experiences with him stuck with me. I found myself not just a fan of his movies, but a fan of his podcasts. And it's in those podcasts where I learned what an inspiration the guy could be.
The world is full of fucking why, man. You tell people something, they'll tell you why. Throw a rock and you'll hit somebody with why. Like, hey, man, I want to make a movie. Why? Why do you think you could do that? There's so much fucking why. You go out and you find why not. You surround yourself with why not. People are just like, why not? Where you're like, hey, man, I'm going to try something. Like, all right, why not? Let's give it a shot. Anybody can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't born into a business or the film business or born with a mic in my hands. I have no fucking discernible talent whatsoever, man. I have no connections to the business. We're from fucking New Jersey and stuff. I got lucky. Somebody picked up the movie and boom, I was off and running. They make that fucking movie that is the one you cling to when everything is going wrong in life. Oh, you pop that in and fucking things aren't bad for 2 hours. All that comes from encouraging an artist. Nothing good comes from discouraging an artist. So for fucking 20 years, I keep coming up here and going, go out and do it. Why the fuck aren't you doing this? It's so fun. You should fucking do it. Take your fucking shot. I took my shot, and it's nothing but pussy and donuts, you know? Just.
I even passed my fandom onto my kids who live in West Virginia. So when one of my kids was having some issues and needed inspiration, I turned to Kevin and asked him to inspire her.
Chardonnay. Hey, man, it's me, Kevin Smith. And if you're like, Kevin Smith, who's that? Silent Bob. Remember that guy? I'm here to tell you to hang in there, kid. Sometimes it gets very difficult. You're too valuable. Do you know what had to happen for you to be here? And you got so much to say. You got so much to deliver. So sometimes we just need things to look forward to in life. That's what gets us to the next place. That's what gets us through particularly tough times, challenging times. So this is what I'm going to say to you. We're about to make Clerks 3. We make that movie, you come to the set and visit me. People who are my guests in the movie always wind up in the movie and stuff. So if we time it right, get you on camera as well. You will dig it. In order to dig it, you got to stick around. This gives you something to look forward to, kid. Okay? Be strong. I'm going to see you on the set of Clerks 3 Chardonnay. Hi, Clay.
My favorite director invited my kid to the set of one of his movies.
Your father, he cannot wait to show you New Jersey, and he loves you. And I am the commander of birthday wishes. Snoochie booches. I can't wait to see you on the set of Clerks 3. That's right, man. Have a great birthday this birthday, next birthday, and many more birthdays to come.
Of course, I was ready to fly myself and her to New Jersey when the time came, but the timing turned out to be wrong. By then, it was the summer of 2021, and union rules centered around minimizing the spread of COVID, so no guests were allowed on set. Not Kevin's rules, union rules. There were no hard feelings. In fact, the video itself brought Chardonnay out of her slump. She even told me that he had saved her life. So I wanted to thank him.
Perfect artifice. Welcome to that Kevin Smith Club cereal breakfast, kids. I was in there personally setting tables. Jump on in. Luke's gonna check in.
I've been able to pass my fandom down to my kids and my fiance.
Are you shitting me? How old's the kids?
My oldest one is 19. I don't know if you remember, but I cameoed you about her. Her name is Chardonnay.
Oh my God, that's right. She got the fucking name, the liquor name.
Yeah, and she you invited her to the set of Clerks 3, but it didn't happen.
Because COVID, yeah. There was when we were heading into production, I remember talking to Jordan and being like, I invited a bunch of people to come watch like we always do. And she was like, we literally can't. And I was like, of course we can. We do it all the time. And she was like, no, based on the COVID rules, there are fucking sectors. And like, this was the movie we can't do. So hopefully next movie, Chardonnay gets to fucking come out for sure.
She did have something to tell you.
Pass it on. Let me hear what Chardonnay has to say.
It says, just tell him he made all my favorite movies, and I hope one day to meet him. Mental health is a bitch, and his movies always put a smile on my face. And I've showed all my movies to my new fiance, her fiance, including Chasing Amy, which was literally their story until her fiance came out as a female.
Deep cuts. Holy shit. She made me feel young and relevant by telling me that story, man. 'Cause that's very modern. Chardonnay is going to get a message. Chardonnay, it's me, Kevin Smith. You're supposed to be on the Clerks 3 set. Unfortunately, COVID got between us, but you get to come to the next set for sure, because I told you can go to the last set, and I lied. Well, they made me a liar, Chardonnay. I didn't lie, but then they took my fucking my integrity away from me and told me I couldn't do what I wanted to do as a man in this world. But next time, the man comes out. I had to cuck it out on the last movie because of COVID. But next movie, the man comes out. And anyone that I invite gets to come to the set, unless a pandemic happens again and they shut that shit down. You were missed, Chardonnay. Where's Chardonnay right now?
She lives in West Virginia. I asked her if she was near one of those Fathom events, and she was. She's not near any of those Fathom.
She's not. I'm hearing a lot of that. We had a discussion with Lionsgate this weekend where they were telling me about like they might boost the screen count, and I was like, you could do that, and they were like, yeah, and there was a reason they weren't going to, and now they're feeling like they're going to. So I think it'll reach out further. It may get to the hinterlands if that's the case. What is she's affianced?
Yeah, she's engaged, and it was as I said, it was one of those Chasing Amy stories where she's lesbian. She fell for a guy, but the twist here is the guy decided to become a female. So now
she's like, this works for me.
She's a lesbian again. So
look at that, man. Everything fucking works out for Chardonnay. Shit, man. Well done. But in either event, it was the right choice. You followed your heart, and look where your heart led. Right back to ladies. Beautiful story right there.
In a world full of celebrities who ignore or distance themselves or otherwise look down on their fans, it's so refreshing. I feel so lucky to have gotten to know this one. And while his movies and podcasts are funny, I will always be grateful for what he did for my daughter.